From today, you'll be able to claim salvage yard vehicles that you get in any of the finales. Now, there's a few nuances to how this works and some nooks and crannies, so in this video, we'll be going over exactly that. First and foremost, when you start doing one of the robberies, you want to look out for this particular symbol on one of the vehicles. If you see this symbol, that means that upon completing the robbery that is associated with that vehicle, you will be able to claim it. Now, the price of this claim is actually very cheap. Normally, the Gtamen S2 Cabrio is about $1.7 million, whereas if you were to claim it after beating the salvage yard robbery, you only have to pay $20,000. But if you own a document forgery, you'll be able to only pay $10,000. And if you are curious, no, it doesn't actually have to be up and running. What I did to test this is that I literally bought a document forgery that I didn't have on that account. And then when I went back to the salvage yard, I could immediately buy the Gtamen S2 Cabrio for only $10,000. So you don't have to keep it running, you doesn't have to make any produce. If you just simply have it, you get 50% off. Now, it seems to be that this is the default price for every single vehicle that you'll be able to claim. Only $20,000. It's not entirely worth it to go and buy a document forgery for just this, but the salvage yard itself has just become even more appealing than it already was. This is going to be a thing every single week. Obviously, the chances of the vehicles that you can get out of this are a little bit random. There's a total of 100 vehicles that you can claim through these salvage yard robberies, and there's like 500 different variations of these vehicles. So I'm not going to sit here and mention every single vehicle. I will leave a link in the description down below if you are interested in the entire list. But to give you an idea, it kind of ranges between something as simple and relatively slow as a Stafford, all the way to a Turismo Imaggio, which is currently the top supercar in the game. Now, this is going to be a different vehicle every single week, and obviously it's going to be just a one vehicle for what we can tell, at least from the first week. But every single Thursday, when the event week refreshes, you can have a look at your salvage yard to see what vehicles are for claiming. The robberies themselves generally don't take more than 30 minutes, so, you know, in 30 minutes time, you can save yourself millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. And the salvage yard itself isn't too expensive, so after having claimed one of these vehicles, you basically got your money back that you invested into the salvage yard, which is a great way and an even better way of making use of the salvage yard. And finally, the license plates with these vehicles that you claim through the salvage yard are unique, and if you try to swap them out to something different, you will no longer have the option to apply this to the vehicle. So make sure to never change your plate if you are someone who cares about being a collector and getting like the unique vehicles within the game, because these vehicles are definitely going to be some of them. It is a big shame that Rockstar is not allowing us to simply unlock these license plates upon getting them on the salvage yard vehicles, because obviously everyone would love to have like Les Venturas, Liberty City, and those are the unique plates that we've seen on those robbery vehicles. But it just seems to be one of those situations again where Rockstar knows that the community would really enjoy it and then actively decides to not do something. It's very frustrating. Everyone would love to have these license plates, but maybe they can claim it to be a quality of life update with the next DLC launching sometime in July, because, you know, that's the cycle that we're in. Still, a very welcome and very cool feature that is welcome to the game and will allow you to get about 100 different vehicles for a very, very cheap price for just simply spending 30 minutes and some money into a salvage yard. Cheap vehicles are here, so it'd be interesting to see if Rockstar decides to expand upon them and how that's going to look like within the foreseeable future. But with 100 different vehicles and variations of them, I think the chance of you getting that particular vehicle that you want will be a bit of a wait. But still, very cheap vehicles, always a good thing. Very nice feature to see. Just would have been nice to have this sooner, because I think the large majority of the more expensive and interesting vehicles have already passed. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you also very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed or found it useful. Subscribe for more. And if you like what you see on the channel, become a member like Chloe, GTA Plus, Dan, Notorious Jam, and the Crystal Onyx. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.